Hey, is this thing on? Uh, it's Mecca, aka Meccavelli, aka one half of Unhinged and Immoral. Okay. Getting back used to YouTube and how the girlies do it over here. So, one thing I do remember about the cameras and when we are recording for Unhinged and Immoral as well is that I have to put this on a timer for every 10 minutes or else the camera will go off. So, I don't plan to be before you long. Hold on. Let's get this. Let's go. Let's start it. I wanted to talk to you guys while I put up some new box lights, like some soft lights, to aid and help with the quality of the podcast, but also not more importantly, but also trying to get back into YouTube and like what's that like for me. Um, Something they always tell me about in the comments of the podcast is I don't speak into the mic. It's because I move when I talk. I'm a very active conversationalist. But this is like a weird feeling. It's not a weird feeling. It's kind of like a full circle feeling considering I did start on YouTube. If you check my subscriber count, it looks like right now I have about 17,000. But up until about 2 weeks ago, I was at 15 for years. I mean, like 6, 7 years. I started making content really with my weight loss journey and then shooting the shit. Did a stint where I was dating athletes and rappers and all that type of fun shit. I'd make videos about it. I did a brief stint as a wannabe rapper. I can write a bar or two, by a bar or two. I probably, if I had stayed with it, I probably could have became something. I mean, this is no tea, no shade, but in the past 6, 7 years, you don't have to like be the best rapper to have a good following. I could have definitely made shit shake if I had stuck with it. But nonetheless, I'm here now. I took the path that I took, and that was talking shit on the internet, which has been my given path, my chosen path, what I really enjoy doing, and what I do because I love it and I love the hustle. And so to be back on YouTube doing what we started with is pretty crazy. I look a mess because I've been cleaning up all day. Took Flex, which is my son, Flex Alexander, aka Fladap, to the groomer for the first time. He is just about 13 weeks, so he had to get his second round of shots, and he had to get his groom for the first time, so he looks really cute. You guys might hear him barking downstairs because he's upset he's in the playpen and not upstairs with me. Part of the reason I'm deep cleaning, I just feel like I have so much to tell you guys. Stuff that I haven't said on YouTube, and I mean, stuff that I haven't said on TikTok, not me already ready to get back into YouTube. And I feel like YouTube is a better place because I can sit and explain myself with long form content. As much as, like, I'm a private person, but I'm an open book. Like, I'm an open book, but I'm a private person. And I am going through a really transitional period right now. If you keep up with me, I had my little cousin, Little Moms, come live with me. And for those who don't know who Little Moms is, I've seen those comments on the podcast too. I made the decision not to put Little Mom's face or her name on the internet. And so that is her, little alter ego, Little Moms. She lived with me for about over a year, about a year and a half, honestly. And then we went to the point where we were going to do co-parenting with her sister. I think what's happened in the past month is that her sisters have basically decided to send her back with the other sister who is, I'm not going to say the state, but she does not live in Texas. So I went from like having her full-time to having her part-time to now I have her zero. And so that's been such an adjustment for me because whatever I do, I go all the way in. I will say to anybody who is, doing guardianship, dealing with like the legal system in terms of custody, my heart goes out to you. Part of the reason this decision was made was just because also custody agreements and things of that nature. And so, yeah, it's really hard when kids and actual little people are involved, feelings are involved, attachment is involved. It's not like she's out of my life completely. Like, I definitely still have access to her if I need to get to her. But, she's not living with me anymore. And that was something that was, like, honestly quite recent. I wasn't even going into the new year. That was not something that I was expecting. People have made notice to, like, the TV over there in the corner, sometimes some of my TikToks. And It was supposed to be her TV. And so I'm like looking around. And so today I just, instead of like, I was in like a Fifi's moment, but like, not like, oh my God, woe is me. More like, okay, so Little Moms isn't here anymore. And now it's just you in this house. And so, like, let's go through things. Let's rearrange things. Let's organize things. And then even still being me, I still want her room to be her room. So if she ever does have to come back, it's not like, oh my God, you, like, did something weird in my room. Like, even though I'm rearranging the closet and I'm putting my stuff in the closet today, and I was like, oh my God, more closet space. Thank God. Definitely feeling that. But I was like, okay, still her bed sheets, still her setup. I'm not changing the room at all. Cause I definitely do plan for her to come to visit, to come out here. And I do want her to always, like I told her, I was like, you always have a space here. And so I want that to be represented. There's a bunch of pictures of her around the house, which is a big reason why I don't like usually film around my house. None of that is coming down, so it's like, I created a family, me and her. And just because she's not here doesn't mean she's not my family. So it's like, I'm not going to fucking, throw the baby out with the bathwater, no pun intended. But like, it's still a thing. But with that, now we gotta do some new shit. So today I look like what I've been through. I've been cleaning, getting flex area, updating Little Mom's area, updating the guest room, getting the downstairs together. And what you're watching right now is update my podcast space. This is also a loft, so I know you can't see, but behind you is like a full entertainment center, 65-inch TV. I've got some artwork. Shout out to Francesca Ramsey. She's on the wallpaper here. I've got this beautiful couch. It's green. Trying to find some more throw pillows. And I'm going to put in my box lights to help improve the quality of the lighting in my videos. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that. And then what else do I want to talk about? This is YouTube. I can just keep talking for hours and hours, which I can't. That's the thing. Like, this is not hard for me. The impending doom that I know a lot of creators feel in regards to TikTok, I feel it as well. I'm not going to lie. I feel it. And, I'm a glass half full type person. I don't like to dwell. I always like to pivot. My mom taught me, like, if you have lemons, you make lemonade. And so right now, we might have TikTok for 9 months longer. We might not. What are we all going to do to adjust and pivot? Everyone seems to be hopping over to Redbook. Content creators seem to be adjusting. Jamila, this is a big reason as to why we started the podcast, back in November. Because we just don't know what's going to happen. And it's not like I personally have put all this work in to just like fade into the abyss. Like, that was never going to happen for me. And I wouldn't want it to happen for my fellow content creators. So that's like another reason why Mila and I have been really big on trying to push our Patreon, eventually make that available to the masses. Because we want everyone to be able to like, see and be exposed to like our creator friends. And, how cool and dope they are, all the things they have to say. So far, we've done Horace at Horace Gold. We've done Faiza at Port of Somalia, and at Davin, at I'm Davin. Been some really, really good interviews. This upcoming week, we have Tori on, Thursday? And we have someone else on Friday. I'll have to, once I pause this, I'll go look and tell you, because I want them to get their shine. But we have a really good lineup of people for the next 2 months. Like, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. We have a very, the one thing I can say, as messy as people think that I am on TikTok, I'm a nice lady. And there's only a handful of content creators who don't fuck with me. The majority of content creators, see me and I see them, and respect me and I respect them. And so as the Jamila's more of like the technical side of the Unhinged the Moral duo. I'm more of the, hey, like, let me reach out to everyone. I have been very well received. Only one person turned me down, and not because of me, more because they were trying to take like a step back in a general sense. And so, like, obviously when people are even on that, it's like, yeah, no, I definitely respect that. Whenever you want to come, it's a standing open invitation. But like, yeah, like, I'm really, really excited. And I think even with our content, as like crazy as we get, we don't seek to alienate people unless it's like we really have a difference of opinion on something. Like, I think fundamentally you're a jerk off. You know. Um, but yeah, like that's what else is going on. It's so trying to talk and come up with something else to say. It's not hard, but it's like, okay, now in my mind, let me think about the next transition. What else do I have to say? Well, let me pause this and try and put this stand together for a second. But I got this. I got it done. I got her put together. I got one. There's two. So just bear with me for a few seconds. We're going to turn the light on. You guys were looking at what I was looking on, and then we're going to turn the lights off, baby. We're going to turn this bitch on. Lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. Turn off the lights in here, baby. You know what I need, want you to see everything. Okay, so I already feel like I look better. I already feel like we in a better way. So let's talk some more shit. I'm tired. I don't know why that was so easy, but it took so much out of me. Oh, I'm sorry. So I know I said I was like, oh, we have Tori coming on, and then we have Tyreek coming on, which I'm also super excited for Tyreek. That's why Tyreek told you. He also went to Hampton, and I think he graduated the year we came. So, like, he graduated in June, and me and Jamila came in, like, August, September. So it'll be fun to talk to him. We kind of experienced the same Hampton for just a moment in time. The ship's leaving and passing. So that'll be like a fun conversation to have. I am so optimistic. I see a lot of my fellow content creators kind of panicking. And so I just wanted to wrap shit really, really quickly. I don't want this video to be too long because I could listen to myself talk for hours. Just kind of about being sure of yourself. I know there's always moments where, there is that sense of self-doubt and that sense of fear, and where the ego is involved. And also the, like, watching people kind of want people to go, like, want TikToks to fail simply because you want content creators to have to go back to work. So the thing is, like, if you're anything like me, I never stopped having, like, a regular job. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business. But TikTok is not my main source of income. And so seeing that attitude, it's like, damn, people are really, like, rooting on you to fail. Like, that kind of sucks. But I think that you should let it motivate you more. I think that it should make you take a step back and be like, hey, so maybe consider. There's all these people who want me to fail, but I do think that for every 1 to 2 people who want you to fail, there are 5 people who want to see you succeed. You have built up a following, and that has been off the strength of yourself. That's been off the strength of your voice, of your content, on what you're putting into the world. And for those who might want to start making content, it's never too late. I know that, like, even coming back into YouTube and knowing that this is not my territory, my views are not going to go up the way that they did on TikTok. You just have to know that there is a niche, there's a pocket of this world for you to build community. And so oftentimes we focus on the negative. We focus on the bad things people are saying. And the thing is, if if bad people are paying attention to you, that means good people are too. And honestly, more good people. Again, it's a numbers game, For 5 haters, you have 20 congratulators, So do not be discouraged. Although I get discouraged and I get weary, I do not give up. And although I don't fear failure. I'm apprehensive. I always use this example of, like, I know how to roller skate, but I haven't skated in a lot of years. And so if someone were to call me and say, hey, Mecca, like, let's go roller skating, I'd be like, down, because I know how to roller skate. I used to roller skate all the time as a kid. I would be like, let's get there an hour early and practice a little bit before all the boys get there, because I don't want to fall in front of the boys. Now, here's the thing. I'm 100% aware, and it's a really big possibility that I might fall when I put them skates back on, even though I know how to skate. And I'm not afraid of falling, obviously, because I'm willing to put the skates back on and, like, start skating and have to get back in the groove of things. But I'm still apprehensive. Like, if I fall, like, I don't want to fall. So, like, that's kind of how I see fear. Like, I see it as, like, okay, it's time to get back into the skating rink. Like, I'm finna go roller skating. If I fall, I don't want to, but I'm prepared to fall. But I don't want to. I'm not scared because I know it's a possibility. But, like, I'm apprehensive. Like I'm a little bit stressed. And I feel like that's a very healthy feeling to have in regards to fear. I actually think that's what most people feel in regards to fear. I don't think people are actually scared of failing. I think people have like an apprehensive feeling about failing because there's no way that you have lived, especially to certain points in adulthood, and haven't failed a lot of times over, you know? Like gonna be 29 in a couple months and I can't tell you how many times I failed. Like it's something that happens with, like, you have to be okay with failing. So yeah, I hope that this is like a good first start back to YouTube. I did make a video and it was really curated and I was like, you know what? That's not me. And that is one of the reasons that I meshed so well with TikTok, because I was on YouTube. If you go back and watch my videos, they're still up, where everything was very well put together. Everyone had to be like makeup on, da da da. And that's really not me. Like I can come to the situation made up. I can come put together, but I'm someone who is okay being messy. Like I'm okay showing up as myself in that moment. And in this moment, I'm trying to figure my shit out. You know, I'm trying to figure my life out. I'm trying to figure my house out. I'm trying to readjust to the situation that I'm in right now. And that's what I've been doing all day. And I said, you know what? I still want to make a fucking YouTube video. I'm going to show up as the person that I am right now. And that's what people are afraid of. People are afraid of showing up as a version of themselves they are right now. And I just want to let you guys know, if you cannot take me as a fucking mess, then I really don't want you to have me at my very well and polished and pristine look and version of myself, right? Because people who really fuck with you and really embrace you and accept you when you're a mess, those are your people. That's your community. And I think that that's like the biggest message of today. If you've rocking with me here, you gonna rock with me forever. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Drop some likes. I'm gonna say drop some likes in the chat. This is a fucking live, and I'll see you in the next video.